Hey, this is Full Game Prometheus giving you another full game recap. Playing with the Seahawks online, using the West Coast offense. On defense, I'm going to be rolling with the Tennessee Titans as my defense. Going against someone using the Arizona Cardinals. Now, this particular game, this guy, I felt like this game was going to be a type of game that it could potentially have been a rage quit, and essentially I'd be blowing this guy out. But this guy came back with a vengeance and made this into one hell of a game. So it's a very, very competitive game, and I want to let you know that basically based on this game, it's you watch it to the very end. Now, third and 30 situation, I came out in a contain type defense out of the even formation, and basically got him down in the red zone. He does a little bubble screen. Goes for it on a 4th and 25. So this is where I was thinking, this guy's crazy, going for it on a 4th and 25 in his end zone. There's no way he plays smart, basically doing that. So I ended up getting the ball back. I actually caught the interception. I probably should have swatted, but in that type of situation, I just got the animation. The guy actually kept his feet in. He was a mid-blitzer. So this guy was using double A gap as one of his primary defenses, using the mid-blitz. And basically what I did is I decided to go ahead and drag up, do streaks on both sides. My wide receiver on the far left side was able to go ahead and get a nice little completion. I'm able to get the ball down to the 10-yard because this guy used a lot of man coverages. It was somewhat unorthodox what this guy was doing. So right here, try to do a little out route, get a really good animation right there, right in front of his defender, get it down to the 1-yard line. And I think here I hit him with a stretch play to go ahead and get a nice little seal block and get the ball into the end zone for going up by a score. So using basically, he do 5 wide receiver sets. What made this guy's offense deadly was his ability to run with a quarterback. His quarterback, Kyler Murray, would basically just bail him out. And he actually got some pretty good run animations. Now that particular defense should be stout against inside zones, and he was able to go ahead and get a nice little run. He used no huddle, and he quick snapped. So he made very minor, fast adjustments, and then for the most part, he basically went and snapped the ball. So I couldn't really put up any kind of elaborate blitzes. And then he ran with his quarterback, so I had to be conscious of that with his quarterback. And in that type of situation, I realized that he's going to basically go ahead and take off this quarterback. I had to put a guy in a spy. So I was making a lot of adjustments, and that was actually one of the things that he was able to do. So right here, I've got a defender in the area to go and swap that down. 3rd and 4th and 17, he takes the points. So I knew this guy was smart, but he was a very aggressive player in the sense that he would go for it. So back basically with the single back formation, I go ahead and pop him up top. He clicks on, but I still get a good rack animation. Get the ball down to the 31, and right here I got a little hitch route. I'm looking for the seam. I'm able to go and hit that. The guy didn't man up correctly, and I'm going to be able to go up 14-3. So I'm thinking, I'm on autopilot right now. All I have to do is just stop this guy's offense, as long as he doesn't get any kind of glitchy plays. Takes off this quarterback right here. He does a back throw right there, and actually gets a nice little first down. I think he goes into a no huddle, of course. Yeah, this is his thing. Basically press my guys. I have the blitz set up. I actually spy up the backside right there, and this contained his run, but he was still shedding some blocks. I had a guy smashed him right down in huddles again. I think right here I actually jump into another spy off the left-hand side because I figured he's gonna roll off this quarterback and wait for the defense to break. And here he throws right into my user. I go for the SWAT animation, and actually Isabella actually catches the ball right over me and actually gets it into the end zone. So he does a little bubble screen for a 2-point conversion. So that's a smart call in that type of situation, because if you're down by a touchdown, it doesn't really make much of a difference. Now, he was showing me cover 3, and I was literally just in the lab an hour before that. I had a cover 3 beater out of this figure play. You'll see it in my YouTube channel. And he actually was in a man coverage, a single high safety man coverage, and his defender actually played it perfectly. So he caught me in the right defense and the right mentality. There was no reads for man coverages. I was looking for cover 3, and he got that. So once again, he actually hits the seam right here, takes off again with Isabella or whatever his name is, and actually takes it into the end zone. up 18-14 against me. So he's got his guys pressed. I got two high safeties. He's actually in a man coverage, actually just general man, cover 2 man defense, which is something very rare. You rarely see this online. So showing me press once again right here. And he pretty much had this locked up. See, the crosser was taken away. I tried to take off with my quarterback, but I get sacked and lose some yards. Now I come back. I got a corner route off the left-hand side. I try to throw the ball. I throw it into the streak. Good animation, and actually go ahead and come down with the ball. So that was actually a good play. It was a bad call, but I got lucky with that. So go in the inside zone. Didn't really run the ball against this guy a lot. I probably should have ran the ball a little bit more, but I was working a scheme for a Patreon, and basically just the guy was playing a lot of man pressure. So, man pressures essentially do this. Look at this play right here. So basically I tipped the ball up. My receiver came down with it, and I get a nice little, high, good team break. Right here, he takes off this quarterback. This is killing me the entire game. Does a little juke move, but still is able to go and cut it out. So this guy had really good stick. 11 seconds left, 10 minute, or basically 1st and 10 type of situation. Goes a little crossing route. I'm able to come down and tackle him, and he takes a timeout. Goes for it with 6 seconds left. Takes off this quarterback. Gets himself down to the 40-yard line. He actually takes a 1 timeout left with a second left, and he tries to kick the field goal but misses it. Comes up a little bit short. So got a break right there. I guess that was a 57-yarder, but he doesn't actually do it. Of course, the guy comes out in a onside kick. This guy was basically just kind of doing all the scum plays. Hit a little out route. He had off coverage. I was able to go and hit that. And right here, 1st and 10 type of situation, still showing me the mid blitz, trying to go ahead and look to the corner route. He actually goes ahead and actually runs over the corner route. I get a good animation with my wide receiver, Metcalf, come down with it. Just aggressive catch it right over his person right there. So right here, he's showing me basically a tight end and 2 wide receivers. He runs the ball. Of course, no huddles. I'm setting up the defense right now, basically with 2 hard flats. I want to go and make sure I stop the run. And he actually goes ahead, jumps into play action, takes off this quarterback, and I'm in a no man's land. I saw both wide receivers. They didn't know what to do. He takes Kirk up top. I froze. It was a great play, a phenomenal play by him. And then he actually pops me. I actually did hard flats. He gets another 2-point conversion right there to go, and he's only down by 2 points. So right here, I'm jumping back. I'm seeing cover 3. I was just labbing this play against cover 3, and it blows up cover 3. I'm waiting for this guy to change his defense. He wouldn't do it. He's stuck in man coverages. Actually get a deflection. The ball actually falls right into his defender's hands, and he actually takes off with it and gets the turnover. So, it's one of those things where you're labbing a certain concept for Patreon, and basically he's able to go ahead and get a score. So doesn't know the bubble screens. So this guy was using bubble screens. He was stretching the ball out deep. He was running the ball. Yeah, he was really causing me a lot of issues. Goes with another bubble screen, but I actually have a flat out there. I think I just jumped in cover 2. He goes ahead and runs the play again. I've got a flat defender out there. He doesn't get a good animation with the cutback. He gets stuck in there. Basically, 3rd down situation, cover 2 blitzer comes in off the edge, Griffin, and he actually settles for 3. So down by 1 point. Basically, a minute and 49 seconds left. Try a nice little run, get a really good animation. He clicks on and actually doesn't get a good tackle right there. You're able to pick up a nice little chunk of yards. Here's another play. I think I'm going to jump back into this right here. Basically, the crossing route by the tight end is going to get really good release off the line. He was running so much man coverage, I knew that I was able to go and get that. So right here, he's got press coverage. He doesn't have safety help over the top. I'm looking off the right. So he goes over to that defender right there. I had a slant on the backside and I'm able to go and drop that. So once I saw he was using his guy, he's most likely going to get a very good animation. So I do a whip route off the left-hand side, but he falls back into some type of a coverage. This guy was running a lot of hybrid coverages. Right here, I go ahead and take off my quarterback. One thing, it's a unicorn in my gameplay. I rarely ever do that. I tried a new play, didn't block additional guys. Right here, I go ahead and use the same play as previously, but I put I do a drag on the back end side, and over the middle is the deep post, which he actually jumped into cover 3, and I'm going to go and take it into the end zone. So basically, a second down type or a 2-point conversion type situation, running a lot of man coverages. Once again, I'm able to go ahead and get a completion. So Try to hit him with some pressure right here with the run. He breaks a couple tackles. It should have been down behind, but he actually picks up 3 yards off of nothing. And then I've got basically the run defense set up. He actually goes ahead and does another bubble screen, but I had a guy in a flat to go and take that away. So 3rd and 8 situation, he does a little crosser, throws the ball to his wide open wide receiver, and now's my shot to go ahead and stop this guy. Basically, 4th and 9 situation, I spy up one of my defenders. I know he's going to take off this quarterback. I go ahead and user the guy underneath. I don't want to have him hit me over the top. I think I set the spies after him right here. He runs flat and gets the ball past the first down marker to get another first down to keep going along. So, draw a play right there on the first play. No huddles, because that was his thing. He's trying to quick snap me. I'm looking over the left-hand side. I've got 3 wide receivers. I spy up my backside guy. I got the spy taken. I take the slot taken away. He does a little out route. He actually does like a whip out right there. Actually, smart play. Goes and checks it down. Minute and 12 seconds left right here. I think I go ahead and just jump into basically coverage. In cover 4, I'm able to go ahead and tackle him. He gets into the sideline, stops the clock. 2 minutes and 6. Come down. He does a little crossing route. And right here, I almost have him. He takes off this quarterback, and he's able to go ahead and get out of bounds to save some clock right there. Back to cover 4 again. I put my middle linebacker in a situation. He does an inside fullback dive, and he's able to go and pick up some pretty good yards. If I would have had my guy blitzing, it would have been a totally different situation. Try to hit some pressure off the edge. He actually does a little spin move with his guy, takes a timeout. So basically 32 seconds left. Got pressure. Get him off the edge. He's got to burn another timeout. 29 seconds left right here. 3rd and 13. I actually double spy up 2 guys, not deliberately. I just wanted to spy up 1. Almost get the interception right there, but actually the ball drops down. So 23 seconds left. I've got to go and stop him. I decide to go and send the dogs after him. I spy up my backside guy, but I want to get a lot of pressure against this guy. And basically I have to play these 3 seams. I try to come down. I come back up. I get myself in a position. He gets an aggressive catch and comes down with it. Down there. He takes his final time out. All I have to do is just get a stop. I just got to get a stop right here. And he throws it right into the end zone. So, and then it goes, spreads everything out. I should have took a timeout right here. I wasn't ready. I wasn't in the right defense. I was looking to a flat, and actually does a draw play to go into the end zone. They go up by 1 point to beat me in the game. So guys, once again, I posted the good, the bad, and the ugly. I wanted to show you some gameplay. It was a really, really good game. This guy was throwing the ball all over the place. He was basically running with his quarterback. He had me, guessing what he was going to do. He was struggling against my defense, but did very good against my defense. I was in a brand new offense, and I basically turned the ball over twice because I was waiting for a cover 3 opportunity, and I was just forcing the ball. So once again, thank you for your support, and until next time.